All right. Hey there, rock stars. This is Sarah Robbins from sarahrobbins.com. Welcome to part 2 of our social media training for network marketing professionals. On our last session, we actually talked about how to effectively engage on your Facebook page. I see that on my title there, but actually today we're going to be talking about how to effectively engage people on other social media sites, as well as I'll be sharing with you a few of my favorite apps. Now, before we get started, let's go ahead and get acquainted. I am a teacher by trade, and while I love teaching kindergarten and first grade, unfortunately, because of Michigan's economy, I was facing the loss of my job. So I decided to pursue extra income, and my search led me to network marketing. Now, I wasn't a network marketing expert. In fact, I was shy, I was young, I was broke. Most of my friends were young and broke like me, but through persistence, personal and professional growth and education, and establishing a system for my team, I was able to develop a 7-figure success story. In fact, started earning 6 figures a month by the age of 29 after working my business full-time for just about 5 years. Now I've coached many people within our profession to earn 6 or 7-figure success too. And so it is my goal to help you to rock your network marketing business. Now, if you'd like to learn more from me, you can visit my generic website, my blog. That's good for anybody in network marketing. The website is sarahrobbins.com. That's Sarah with an H, Robbins with 2B's.com. You can also learn from me in my brand new book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. It's a long title, but it's super, super fun, right? Rock Your Network Marketing Business became a #1 bestseller on Amazon the day it launched. We actually ran out of stock, but I'm proud to say it is back in stock. And so perfect timing for you to get some and also to get some for your team for holiday gifts. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. Wrapping some up, actually first writing a special note inside of my rock stars, wrapping it up, shipping them in the mail. It's the gift that keeps on giving, right? Helps them to put some extra jingle in their pocket this holiday season and throughout the year as well. All right, guys, are you ready to rock this? Hope you got your pen and paper. We've got a great training for you. And again, if you did not see social media part 1, I do recommend that you go back and watch that all about Facebook. It'll definitely set you up for some great success in your social media efforts. So why is social media important? Well, we're living in a social economy, right? Who you know and what they recommend is more powerful and influential now than ever before. Why? Well, it's a great way to get in touch with people that you haven't talked to in a while, but it's an excellent way to keep in touch with people. In fact, it's the #1 activity on the web today. Recently, Facebook traffic surpassed Google traffic. So what does that mean? When people are searching brands and they're looking to learn more about different things, they're actually going to Facebook first to search out pages before they're going to companies' websites. So how big are these social networks? I'm sorry. As of January 2013, the 5 largest, the Fab 5, the top 5, so these are ones you should be on, were Facebook with over 1 billion users, YouTube with over 800 million users, Google Plus with over 343 million. I'm excited to talk to you about that today, by the way, followed by Twitter and LinkedIn with over 200 million active monthly users. Now, 93% of social media of marketers are using social media for business. So it's important that you're there. So don't let people tell you that you're not. When people say, "Oh my gosh, is it okay to use social media for my business?" Of course. And don't let people tell you any other ways, guys, because any other ways, because here's the thing. You can still use the old school network marketing practices along in the current social economy. So what do I mean by that? Well, you can still do some prospecting there, but of course, when somebody inquires to hear more, you're not going to blast them with a bunch of information via inbox. No, you're going to say what's a good time and number to reach you, and you're going to call them. Nothing replaces them hearing your voice. It also means, of course, social media is a way, but it's not the only way to prospect. It doesn't take the place of doing launch events. It doesn't take the place of reaching out to people on your contact list, right? It's a powerful tool, but it's a tool to help you to power prospect. I actually teach in my new book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business, 10 top ways to prospect. Social media is just one, but it's a powerful one, right? For all the reasons I recommended before. Remember, let's take a look. How many people are online, right? This is a part of your audience. Okay, you've got a captive group of people that are watching and seeing what you're doing. So I think it's powerful because of this. I call it the 3 E's. It helps to engage your online audience, right? They're going to see what you're up to. It helps to edify your team because it's a great way that you can recognize your team for their successes or your customers for their results. That also makes it an awesome way to encourage the rest of your team as they're seeing those results as well. Okay. So it's a really, really powerful tool for your network marketing business. And when getting started on any social media site, these are some things that you're going to have to keep in mind. First and foremost, you need to have a professional looking profile picture. I cannot stress that enough, even if it's just one picture that you have on every single one of your social media sites. Nike has a swoosh as their logo. When people are seeing you pop up all over social media, you want them to see your cute little picture and recognize your sweet little face and want to read and stop and look and figure out what you're up to, right? So make sure you've got a good professional looking picture. I don't change it a lot. I leave it up again. So when I'm scrolling through the news feed or all over people's Twitter pages, I want them to say, oh, that's Sarah Robbins, and stop and want to read my posts if they enjoy them. So go to a professional photographer. Hey, can you just take a good picture, give me a good headshot, and send me the digital file. Upload this on all of your social media sites. Also, make sure that you're completing your profiles on all your social media sites. If you don't have your company name and website on every single one of these social profiles as your most current work, because that's what shows up on top, you need to do that, okay? Because if people just from high school or whatever randomly find you, don't you want them to get curious about what you're up to today and go to your website and, go to learn more? So when you're on these social media pages, make sure that you really complete this exercise and clean up your pages, you guys. I mean, this is really important. If you want people to think you're a professional, play the part. Now, if you don't have social media profiles set up and you're having a hard time with it, the one word of advice I can give you is to find your nearest teenager, your nearest Gen Yer, and they will be able to help you to set up these pages. Okay. You can see the funny little picture on my screen. Insert yourself here. I mean, there is nothing worse than going to people's Facebook pages and there is no picture or nothing about them. So make sure that you're filling out these profiles. And once you fill out these profiles and you've got your links for, let's say Facebook and Twitter, two of the top ones, make sure just as you're putting a link in your email signature to your website, do a link that says, hey, find me on Facebook or, follow me on Twitter, with links to those social media profiles, because this way people are online. It gives them a good way to find you and follow you too. And then, of course, along with putting your website links into your email, make sure that you're also including your website in your voicemail. Now, not all your social media sites. I want to be clear. I don't say, hey, find me on Facebook on my voicemail, but I do give my website on my voicemail. I say, hey, you've reached the office of Sarah Robbins at sarahrobbins.com. At the tone, leave me your name and number. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay. So I'm just trying to help you along the lines of personal branding. Make sure you've got some good business cards that can include links to your website and your social media profiles as well. And it's really neat too, because in your social media profiles, you can also list, for example, on YouTube, you can list your Twitter page and your Facebook page and kind of cross network some of those social networks as well. Give people as many ways to find you as possible in as many places as possible. Okay. So you might just really take the weekend and really work on creating and setting up some of these profiles, linking them together, changing your signature line. I want you to take a deep breath, guys. I'm going to share a lot with you today. This is not all done overnight. So what I'm going to say is this: you might choose one social site a month to learn, or maybe even just one a quarter and get good at it. Do a lot of Google searches. I mean, I am not a social media expert. I do not claim to be. I'm just teaching you how to use social media in my business. There's a lot of people out there who know more than me. So you can do some searching. You can pick up, some of the Facebook for Dummies books and things like that. I mean, invest in your success. Educate yourself, okay? Just like you did for your network marketing business. And just choose a site at a time to get really good at it. I don't expect you to do it all overnight, but it's going to take some time. Okay. So take a deep breath. This is going to go in your training vault. You can watch this over and over again and implement it as you go. Okay. All right. So the key is on these social sites is that you have people following you. So I want to talk to you about making friends, because here's the thing. What's the point of using these social sites if nobody's following you or nobody's watching you? So on every one of these social sites, again, fill out that profile section. And then typically in this, when you're setting up these sites, it brings you through a step-by-step process where then it triggers you to go and add some friends. And some of the social sites give you suggestions. Some allow you to upload your email list. So it'll go in and upload all of your contacts that you email and add them as friends for you, give you the ability to add them as friends. If you can do that, I definitely recommend it. You can also search out people as well. When you create a new social profile, I hope you're posting it. For example, if you create a Twitter account, copy the link of your account and post it on Facebook. Hey, friends, I'm on Twitter. Do you tweet? If so, share your Twitter name below. And in social media part 1, you learned about engagement, right? As many people as you can to get to like and comment on your posts, the quicker it shows up in the newsfeed. So that's going to create some great visibility for you, but it'll also help you to find your friends. So again, hey friends, are you on Pinterest or do you pin? I do. Here's my link. Please post yours below and start adding a bunch of people, okay? Now, the next thing that you want to do is always make sure that you're meeting new friends as well. So I shared this $1 million tip with you, and I want to make sure that you get it and you're clear on it. When I'm prospecting people the traditional way, out and about, if I'm at the mall and somebody gives me great service and I say, hey, thanks for your service today. I'm looking for people like you in my business. Now, I know you're at work, so you don't have time to talk now, but I would love to exchange information and follow up later. What's your name and number? What's your email address? And then I quickly pull out my phone and I say, by the way, are you on Facebook? And I pull out my phone. Here's the coolest thing. I can have them type their name in and add them as a friend there, and then go home and send them a message. Hey, it was great meeting you today. I'm going to give you a call tomorrow. And why is this important? Because in the case that they don't pick up their phone, which sometimes happens, it happens to me too, it happens to us all, then I can always have them be a part of my online audience, right? They'll start to watch and see what I do over time. I've had people a year later join me and say, all right, what gives? I've been watching you. I want to hear more. And then again, I go back to that old school method of saying, hey, that's great. What's a good time and number to reach you? And we meet face to face. So it's all about adding new friends and meeting new friends and adding them on your social media sites periodically. All right, guys, so let's rock and roll. Let's talk a little bit about some power posts and then some of my favorite social media sites. Remember my mantra, a post a day keeps leads coming your way. If you're going to use social media, you have to pick which sites you're willing to use now, and you have to be good about doing it every single day, or you won't be seen and people won't follow you. With Twitter, it's several times a day. Now, I don't want that to overwhelm you because I'm going to teach you about a really cool tool that has really helped me in my social media efforts on Twitter. I used to think Twitter was so dumb, by the way, and now I've learned a lot about it, and it's really been helpful. So we'll tell you a little bit about that in just a bit. All right, so remember when you're posting this, be buzzworthy, be a giver of great value. Nobody cares that you ate a hot dog for lunch, right? Be thinking about what you're going to post before you post. I want you to keep your post balanced. You cannot post about your business every day or you will get unfriended as quickly as you were friended. So even though you're posting every day, it's not about your business. You might post inspirational quotes. People love to follow inspiring people. You might post things that are funny. People love to laugh. You might post things that are personal, things that your family's doing, cute things your kids are saying, or in this case, my husband, he says the funniest things. We call them philisms. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see them a lot. Or you'll mix in your professional posts here, there, and everywhere. And we're going to do it in a tasteful way. And I'm going to teach you how in just a second. I'm going to remind you of those top 10 power posts that you can sprinkle in, those business posts you sprinkle in with your other posts. Now, make sure that you are seen. So we talked about engagement. We talked about EdgeRank, Facebook's popularity contest on social media part 1. But the key is this. Make sure you're consistent. This is true on all social media sites. Take note of the time of day. I do not want to become a slave to social media. So I don't go and Google, hey, what's the best time of day to post on this? And then sit at my computer or set an alarm and wait. No, I'm just mindful. I just think, okay, I don't want to post at 2 a.m. A lot of people aren't going to see it. I know people will first check their phone first thing in the morning. Probably when the kids are getting home from school or over lunch. And then, probably sometime reasonable time before I go to bed. Now, with a lot of these social sites, you can post a picture with your post. So like Google Plus, Twitter allows you to post pictures now. Pinterest is all about pictures. Facebook. When you can post a picture with your post, that's what catches people's eye, right? If they just see a bunch of text, I mean, they're going through their newsfeed and they're seeing so much. It's distracting, it's overwhelming. If they see a big, beautiful picture, man, that catches their eye. So post pictures when you can. And then encourage engagement. Start with bold statements and end with questions to get them to comment. Remember, especially on Facebook, this is important. The more people that are commenting back to you, Facebook's like, oh, we like this. We're going to make sure this is in the top news feed that everybody sees this because people like this post. They're talking about it. So again, I gave the example. It's one thing to say, it's a sunny day here in Michigan. I might get a couple people in Michigan who like my posts. It's another thing to say, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Michigan and post a picture with it. Then a bunch of people are going to like my post, probably people all across the country. But it's the best thing to say, it's a sunny day here in Michigan with a picture. And I'll say, what is the weather like where you are? And get people engaging in the conversation. And here's the thing, anytime somebody interacts on your post, it doesn't even have to be about your business. If they answer a tweet you did, if they give you a +1 on Google Plus, if they reply or comment on one of your things, it could even be about your kids. That is such a good excuse to say, oh, hey, I noticed that you gave me a thumbs up on Google Plus today, or hey, I noticed that you retweeted my tweet today. I have been meaning to catch up with you. What are you up to? Direct message them and then say, I noticed that you were in New Hampshire and I actually have a business that's building there. Is there a way that we could connect and touch base? What's a good time and number to reach you? It is an excellent excuse to start a conversation about what you're doing. So remember, always take the conversation offline. All right. So let's review some of the power posts for your business to sprinkle in with personal posts. If you did not watch social media part 1, this is a must because this is just going to be a quick review. If you want a really detailed training on what to post, you're going to watch social media part 1. All right. So here's our top 10 power posts. Ideas. These are 10 ideas of what you can sprinkle into your other posts. Your inspirational, your funny, your posts about your family, etc. Number 1, always welcome new people. Now, I recommend you do team pages on Facebook to create camaraderie, culture. For us, a sorority hood or sisterhood, it creates that culture, that unity, that excitement. So team pages are a great way to welcome new people, congratulate people, post ideas, reminders about calls and events, etc. Great way to communicate. But I also teach people post these things publicly as well. Give a shout out to your new person and tell more about them. So this way, if somebody could relate to them, oh, so-and-so is a teacher in New Jersey. You might have another teacher friend who sees that post. Man, I should ask her about her business. Or a friend in New Jersey who says, oh, I'm here too. Maybe she's building her business here. I'd love to hear about it. Welcome them publicly. Remember those 3 E's? That's going to edify that new person. It's going to engage your online audience. Man, her business is building. Who are these people? They seem like they're having so much fun. That encourages your team too. Man, she's recruiting like a rock star. Speed of the leader, speed of the team. Number 2, congratulate people on business achievements. So yeah, you're going to post it on your team page, but if somebody earns a new company car, don't you want to tell the world? If you're brand new and you're a team of 1, edify other people in your company who you see that are achieving great things. It's going to make that person feel good. It just shows you're abundant, but again, it engages your online audience. Number 3, post opportunity calls. I do one for my company every Sunday night. So on my personal page, I post those with a little picture of a telephone, piques people's interest. They might dial in. Number 4, promote events. And again, there's that exclusivity factor. We've got 5 tickets left for my 5 VIP tickets left for my upcoming event. Who do you know in Southern California? An offer to, give them free product if they attend, or maybe free drinks on me, whatever the case may be. Number 5, share product success stories. You can do that by showing before and after pictures or quoting, some of your customers. Ask them for testimonials. And again, just like I taught you on Facebook to tag the people that you're welcoming, tag your customers too, so this way their friends see the results and ask them about, learning more about it. Number 6, host giveaways. Oh man, I've got 10 samples and the first 10 who reply below, I'm going to ship these to. What about sharing specials in your company? What about creating your own? During Thanksgiving, do an I'm thankful type thing. Black Friday, do your own Black Friday sale. Be thinking about ways that you can create your own specials from time to time or post company specials. Shameless self-promotion. I taught you creative ways to do that in our earlier session. It's not about just saying, hey, I earned a trip. It's, hey, I earned this great trip to Paris. Who's been there? I would love your ideas on places to go and people to see. There's ways to say it. Oh, I earned a free iPad. What apps do you love? Right? Ask them questions because, again, that increases your engagement, but it's going to get a lot of people commenting. And number 10, when in doubt, if you don't know what to post, make them smile or make them laugh. Inspirational quote or tell them something funny. Okay? All right. So in social media, there's a powerful thing called the hashtag. And I think it's hilarious because I saw somebody on my team saying, what is with these hashtags and people are posting run-on sentences and this is so incredibly stupid. And so in the spirit of that, I'm going to post this video. I hope you can hear the audio. If you can't, if anybody's on who has my cell phone number, you can text me and let me know. If you cannot hear the audio for whatever reason, sit tight for the next minute or two, and you can Google search this video. Just Google search hashtag Jimmy Fallon. And I'm going to play this for you, and then we're going to talk about the truth, why hashtags really are serious and not so funny. Here you go.
Hey, Justin, what's up?
Not much, Jimmy. Hashtag chillin'. What's up with you?
Just been busy working. Hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag is it Friday yet?
Hey, check it out. I brought you some cookies. Hashtag homemade. Hashtag oatmeal raisin. Hashtag show me the cookie.
Sweet. Hashtag don't mind if I don't. Pretty good. Hashtag getting my cookie on. Hashtag I'm the real cookie monster. Hashtag no.
Delicious, right? Hashtag I did it all for the cookie. Hashtag LOL.
Hashtag classic. By the way, did you catch last week's episode of Duck Dynasty? Hashtag quack quack.
Nah, lately I've mostly been watching Netflix. Hashtag orange is the new black.
Oh, nice. I've been watching a lot of Barney the Dinosaur. Hashtag purple is the new black. Hashtag I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. Hashtag I'm 38. Hashtag dinosaurs. Hashtag how do they go extinct? Hashtag meteor. Hashtag ice age. Hashtag speaking of ice age, I just watched Ice Age on demand the other day. Hashtag funny. Hashtag Ray Romano. Hashtag Deborah. Hey, by the way, Halloween's only like a month away.
I know.
I mean, do you know where you're going to be at? Hashtag life decisions. Hashtag sexy ghost.
I think I'm going to go as a Ninja Turtle. Hashtag gotta be Raphael. Hashtag Leonardo sucks. Hashtag the turtle, not the Italian Renaissance painter. Hashtag Mona Lisa. Hashtag is she smiling? Hashtag speaking of smiling, I just saw my dentist. Hashtag bling. Hashtag dental care. Hashtag cavity free. Hashtag that's how we do. Hashtag we go hard. Hashtag and we can't stop.
Hashtag we won't stop.
Hashtag we run this.
Hashtag true players for life.
Hashtag is it worth it? Or let me work it.
Hashtag put my thing down, flip it, then reverse it.
Hashtag is your women in the gang yet? Hashtag is your women in the gang yet?
Hey guys. Yeah, Quest?
What's up?
Hashtag shut the up.
Okay, I hope that made you guys giggle just a little bit. The power of the hashtag, right? Okay, so you're probably thinking, what is the hashtag about if you don't know? You guys, the hashtag, which is this little pound sign or this number sign here, is basically a way that social media is starting to archive or file popular search terms. So, did you know that Facebook is now searchable? For example, if you type in the little search bar, let's say skincare. Anybody who's posting about skincare, you can search out some of their posts. And you can follow hashtags on your favorite sites like Instagram, etc. In fact, let me just show you my screen real quick. I'm going to go back and forth between my screen and the PowerPoint. So you can see I use the hashtag in the this Twitter post that I did, okay? So it said our new book became a #1 bestseller in hashtag MLM the first day it launched. So want to find and follow other people that are posting about MLM? Click on it. It's going to follow the term. It's going to give me suggestions of people to follow, and it's going to show me other people who are posting about hashtag MLM, right? So super cool. So the hashtag is a powerful way basically to see and be seen. It's going to find other people are going to find your stuff, right? Through clicking through popular hashtags. So if you're a homeschooling mom, hashtag homeschool. If you're a teacher, hashtag teacher. So be thinking about, and this is the best way that I can describe it. Think about this. If people were to search your company, what terms would they be searching? You also want to build relationships that are not just business, right? To gain some genuine followers who are like minded. So, be thinking about if somebody were to search, if you're a homeschooling mom, what terms would they search on Google? That's the best way to know how to hashtag, incorporate some of these hashtags into your posts. Hashtags are very helpful on Facebook. They're very helpful on Google Plus. I'll show you that in a bit. They're very helpful on Twitter. They're extremely helpful on Instagram as well. Now, don't do sentences, run on sentences with hashtags. When you see people do that, they're just trying to be funny and just be, kind of sarcastic or ridiculous or whatever. Write your sentence, write your post, and just test. Do one little hashtag at the end and start to use more as you get better at it. Hopefully that'll help. Remember this, a post a day keeps leads coming your way, and only a few a week should be about your business. So I want to show you just some of my favorite sites. We're going to skip Facebook today because I did that in social media part 1. Again, if you missed it, you need to go to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Skincare Consultants. So I think it's youtube.com/skincare consultants, and watch social media part 1. This is social media part 2. So I'm going to skip Facebook because we did a big training on it. We can do one on Facebook pages in the future. Today, I want to show you some of the other social media sites. Again, take a deep breath. Remember, you only learn at the time what you want to commit to, and you can learn these all as you go. Maybe you'll learn one new site a month or one new a quarter. Set some goals for your business. You cannot do it all overnight. Okay. So again, I'm switching back and forth between my screen and social media sites. I hope you don't mind, but I thought it was more powerful that you saw this live than for me to have a pretty presentation the whole time. Okay. So first and foremost, Twitter. All right, I am going to go to my Twitter sites. You notice that I have filled things out in detail. So I have my pretty headshot. I have a beautiful background here, an image behind that will intrigue people more about me if they happen to, for example, search the term teacher and they find some of my posts and say, oh, should I follow this girl? Well, she looks interesting, right? Put a little bit more about what I do. I'm a network marketing leader, speaker. I'm a best-selling author, and I put my website. So if people are curious, they can click on it, and it is going to take them to my website. So make sure that you filled that out completely. With Twitter, you have the ability to go and actually, and again, I'm not telling you what to post because I did that in the top 10. I just want to show you how these sites work. You can actually tweet right from here, and I could say something like, I'm hosting a hashtag social media because I want people to search that term social media and find me training right now. How could I get engagement? What's your favorite social site? And then I could tweet that out. Okay. Let's do it. Why not? Right. Okay. So people are going to start to reply to this, which is really cool. If you don't know, good things to follow, let's say that you'll go to somebody inspirational or good things to post that day. I can search, let's find Oprah. She's inspirational, right? Okay. So I could find Oprah. I do not follow Oprah. If you like something that she posted, let's see. You could always go ahead and retweet something. I'm trying to find something exciting that she posted. I have no idea. But anyways, let's just say that I liked this post. I can click retweet and retweet her comment, and it would show up in my newsfeed as well. You want to have some original things too. Now, some people have their Facebooks connected to their Twitter, and back in the day, I used to do that. I'm going to go all the way at the bottom and see if I can find some where I used to do that. Probably not, because it's been a long time since I did it. It was such a disaster. I mean, it looked really terrible because it would show, like, I'd have these long posts on Facebook and then it was just broken links and nobody was following me. So I disconnected my Facebook and Twitter accounts. I don't use that Hootsuite to connect them anymore because it just didn't look pretty on social media. And so people weren't following me and I wasn't leveraging the most I can. So I disconnected it. And I either post straight from Twitter on my computer or the app on my phone. The app on your phone is really simple. Or I want to share with you this new tool that I love called Buffer. It's called the Buffer app. If you just Google search Buffer app, you'll find it. Now you have to connect your accounts. You can connect Buffer app to Twitter and Facebook. Again, I do not connect it to Facebook. I post right to Facebook myself, how I taught you in part 1. Buffer app I use for Twitter only. It allows you the ability to, I hope you saw that, by the way. It says, what do you want to share? It allows you to type things in. Again, hosting a hashtag it has to all be one word if it's a hashtag, social media class. Okay. And I can click share now. If I click share now, it's going to tweet this out for me right now. So watch. I'm going to hit share now. Let's go to I'm going to refresh this page. Well, may take just a second. Essentially, what's going to happen is it's going to post it here. Okay. Now, I also have the ability to save some tweets, which is exciting, and schedule my tweets for the entire week. So Buffer, if you saw it, gave me the option to, I'm just going to say, hosting a social media class. It gives you the option to share now, which is going to tweet it immediately for you, or buffer it. And buffering it basically means that it's going to save your tweets for you later that week. Okay. So watch what happens if I click buffer. Hosting a social media class, buffer. Want to see where it went? It scheduled my tweet all the way down for Sunday, November 24th. Okay. So basically what buffer does is this. I'm going to delete this because obviously if I really want to say what I was doing now, I would tweet it out immediately. I buffered it to save it. Okay. But every Sunday night, I spend about 15 minutes scheduling my tweets for the week. Buffer automatically will post these for you. You load up 4 tweets a day, which is good for Twitter. It will post them at the appropriate times where most people are on Twitter, 8:55 a.m., 1:07, 3:57, 8:03. This is all in Eastern time for me. And it's super, super cool because I can just type in a bunch of inspirational quotes, hit buffer, and it's just going to keep loading them all the way to the bottom. I mean, you could buffer a month out if you wanted to. Another cool thing that Buffer does is this. You can always share up here, but when you install Buffer, it gives you this little button that I want to share with you, which is right here. It'll be a part of your desktop computer. You'll see this little icon up top. So if I'm on a site and I like something, let's go to my blog, okay? I just posted a really cool blog today about rock your network marketing business with customers. So let's click on that. Little tips on the holidays too. It's on sarahrobbins.com. If I wanted to share this on my Buffer app, I can click the little buffer icon, the 3 squares, and look at that. It shares the blog. It shortens the link for you because Twitter only lets you have so many characters. By the way, Buffer's cool because it doesn't let you type more than you want. Because watch, if I just keep typing, it's going to, you see it decreasing the amount of characters. It's going to tell me when to stop. Okay. But it's going to shorten the link. And if I want to, I can type different text in here as well. You know, if it pulls something different up other than what I want. But watch, buffer it. And I could go and then go on any website. I mean, I can, if I wanted to buffer my homepage and, you know, say get more get more network marketing training tips for me, I can buffer it. Now watch, I want you to see, where did those go? I am going to go to the bottom. See, I'm already scheduled for this week. It's already starting to load some things up for next Sunday, 8:55, 1:07. And I could go to any website. I can go to oprah.com and I could, again, buffer something that I saw and it's going to load it up at 8:55, 1:07, 3:57, 8:03. So I do that on Sunday nights and it's super powerful. And then at the scheduled time, I don't have to do anything. It tweets for me. Oh, there was that post that I did, by the way, that, see, it came up from Buffer, which is cool. I'm going to delete it, though, since I already posted about social media. So you can see I am not on Twitter 8 million times a day. I scheduled this for Sunday. This came out earlier today. Then I typed in a favorite quote. I connected my Instagram to Twitter. I buffered this page from my website. I mean, all sorts of things. You can go through my Twitter and see the types of things that I post. I'll typically do an inspirational quote that day. I'll do a link to my blog. I'll do a link to somebody else's blog, to kind of mix it up. So it's really neat. You can do links to your products too, your personal websites for your company, and share more about your products as well. So I love Buffer and I love Twitter. All right. So Pinterest is super cool as well. So you can see on Pinterest, first of all, I want you to know I did a 5-minute video on Pinterest. So if you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com, I'm going to actually bring it up for you. I forgot that I'm on my computer and you can see this. Okay. youtube.com/skincare consultants. This is my channel. You can go down here and you see there's network marketing and social media training. There's 2 videos here. How to use Pinterest for your home business. You can watch it.
Hey there, rock stars.
Okay. I'm not going to play it all for you now. It's a 6-minute video. I'm sorry. It's going to teach you all about how to use Pinterest. So I'm not going to really go over much because I want you to go back to that YouTube video and check it out. But basically with Pinterest, much like Twitter, I filled out my profile. I've got my pretty picture. I've got my website. So again, if people find me and they're intrigued, hey, I love her pins. I want to get to know this girl. What is she about? You're going to go to my website. It allows you to put your location, and it actually lets you make your website an active link too. So when people click on it, again, takes them to their site. Now, again, how I talked about linking your social media profiles? Under the profiles, under information, it'll allow you to type in your links. You'll know what I'm talking about when you set up your profiles. Again, if you don't know what you're doing, find a young person who can help you with this. Pay them, $20 and have them help you out. But look, if I click on the little bird, it takes them to my Twitter. Why wouldn't you cross link these together? So again, takes them to my Twitter and then can take them to my Facebook. Super cool, huh? All right, so that's fun. Don't make your Pinterest page all about your business or it's really boring. So, I post my blog posts here. This is super cool. If you're a blogger, by the way, I'll just give you a quick tip. If you're not, just ignore this because it would probably overwhelm you. But hopefully you have some plugins on your site that allow people to share it socially. You can tweet out my blog and somebody could tweet that. You can Google Plus it. You can share it on LinkedIn. But also I got that little Pinterest plugin that I could pin my blog. And so I'm going to pick the picture. I can pin it to my blog and click pin it, which I already did earlier today. And you'll see where I did that. So it's super cool. Pinterest automatically embeds the links for you if you are pinning from a website. So watch, when people click on this, it's going to take them to my blog. That's super cool. All right. So you'll see some of my other boards. I post about my business. I post books that I like to read. I post some of my videos, my opportunity videos on here, me sharing my story, places I like to travel, products I love. So I include some of my products, but other products that aren't mine. So it doesn't seem, a little shady. Inspiring quotes, party ideas. You guys, I love to entertain. I'm planning the most fun holiday parties. If you want any good ideas, I'm doing a favorite things party with some gals at my church. So I'm super excited about that. I've been posting some ideas there. Robbins Nest ideas for our home. Robbins Nest giving back. So this is some things that we're passionate about, some passion projects. We do a prayer call. By the way, every Monday morning, it's a generic prayer call for network marketers and any company. We don't talk about any business. You can always join us. If you click on my Pinterest page, you can find the number for that. Shower I did for my sister and some cool things there. So that's Pinterest. I share on that training video how to pin. I mean, literally, I give you the step-by-step. Again, you can install that plugin when you get your profile set up. So now no matter where I am, again, I showed you how I can be on a website. It could be on any website. I can go to, let's do Target. Great place to shop for the holiday, right? I always go to Target and I wonder how I just spent $400 every time. And if I wanted to pin something from Target, I can pick the picture that I want to pin. and I can choose a board that I wanted to put it on, maybe some of my favorite products or something. I don't know. And I could click pin and it's going to pin it to my board. So that plugin's super cool. So watch my video. You will learn more about Pinterest. Google Plus. All right. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking just like I did with Twitter. What a stupid site, right? I mean, come on. Who's using it? Guys, it's not a fad. I want you to think about this. It's really powerful. What's the number one search engine today? Google. What social site does Google want to make the most prominent? Google Plus, their social network. I am telling you what, I don't want to get into a big training on this. We can do a separate training on Google Plus in the future, okay? The ins and the outs. But I want to tell you, hashtags are powerful. Let me see if I can go to my profile. Okay. You'll see again, I fill out all my information, my websites, all of that good stuff. Hashtags. When I post how to rock your sales and network marketing, I put a little link to my blog. I hashtagged MLM, hashtag direct selling, hashtag network marketing. Instead of liking, people plus one it. But basically, that allows me to connect with other people that are part of direct selling. But you know what else it does? It actually indexes my posts in Google Plus, or I'm sorry, in Google. So my post on Google Plus actually shows up now in top searches, even over my blog, my own website, and over any other social media site. Why? Google wants you using Google Plus. So here's my rule of thumb with this. It's just like Facebook. You type in your status, okay? You can post your picture, which I recommend. You can include links if you want. You just paste a link there, okay? You can post videos. You can type in, and search some Google videos. You can even post events. Utilize the hashtag feature. And just like Facebook, click share, okay? And it's just, here's what I want you to start doing. I want you to do this. Anytime you post something on Facebook, copy and paste it and post it on Google Plus. So for example, I'll find out my most recent Facebook post, okay? My most recent Facebook post is this. I'm trying to make this as easy as I can, and I apologize for those of you who are great at social media, and this may be simple for you. But hashtag Christmas, other people searching Christmas, I wanted to find it. Okay, I'm going to copy this, okay? And then I'm going to put it on Google Plus. Okay. And then that pretty picture, I can always save the image. And then I can upload the picture, okay? And let's see, I think I saved it too. Okay. And it's taking a minute to load. And then I click share. It's just like Facebook, you guys. People plus one it, and guess what? When people Google Christmas at the Robbins nest, I bet you that's going to post before anybody else who's posting about Christmas and the word Robbins at the same time. Okay. Google Plus is powerful. And if you're not on it, just at least create it. And if you don't even know what you're doing, literally just start posting whatever it is that you posted on Facebook into Google Plus. Copy and paste. Okay. All right. So we talked a little bit about the Buffer app, which I only use with Twitter. We talked about Twitter. We talked about Pinterest. You're going to watch that video. It's 5 minutes and learn more. We talked about Google Plus. It's just like Facebook. Just copy and paste, start posting here. Again, you can get into more advanced training on your own. You can be a student of our profession and a student of social media. But these are just the basics of things. You saw my first training video on Facebook. We'll do another one on Facebook pages later. I think we covered most of them. Another one that you can also start to look into as well, and let me pull my PowerPoint back up, would be LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a totally separate training because it's not really social media. It's more of a professional network to where you start to join some groups. I want you to just think of that as like an online networking group. Okay. It's about relationship building and connecting with people in different parts of the world that you desire to build your business, that you can start to build relationships with and start to message and ask one another, hey, how can I help you in your business? Let's cross network one another's businesses. And it says in their profile, by the way, if they're interested in opportunities, and you can say on your profile, I noticed you said you were interested in opportunities. Okay. So that's more of a professional network that we'd have to train on at a later time. YouTube is a fun one too. Just, posting videos and things like that. You can check out my YouTube channel for more ideas on what I do. But those are some of my favorite social media sites. I want to share with you a couple of my favorite apps too. So, what are apps for those of you that are baby brand new in the social media and technology worlds? In fact, if that's you, you've probably hung up by now. You're like, oh, this is overwhelming. I'm going back to Facebook, and that's okay. But apps are basically what you download onto your smartphone and you can use to help to enhance some of your social media experiences. So, this is a picture actually of the home screen of my smartphone. I just want to share with you a couple of ones that I love. I love Instagram. So you saw that picture actually earlier of this tree. This was actually posted from Instagram. See view on Instagram. Here's my Instagram page. But I actually post my pictures from my smartphone. But it's super cool because I can show me in my life. I showed pictures of my recent decorating. Some of the rock stars who tweeted me out about my book, a team retreat I was on. Guys, anytime you're having a cool experience, you need to show people that my book was back in stock. Fun pictures of me and my husband when I launched my book, pictures of me and my mom, pictures of my product, my Rockstar Recruiting School CDs, pictures of my dog overlooking the lake. I mean, you're painting the picture of lifestyle and life. Grape stomping at my neighbor's house. That was a lot of fun. Some funny things. If you know those emoji cons, this girl is hilarious. They found the real life red flamingo dancer. Some things that I like. My super amazing grandma, who's not really my grandma, but she adopted me and she is so amazing. Some fun trips and experiences. Again, just ways that, people can see more about you, what you're up to, and what you do. Ooh, there's a little me. So, Instagram is a really fun way too to just share more experiences and for people to get to know you as well. And when you do Instagram, remember, hashtags are big because anybody else posting about Christmas can find you and start following you too. Okay. So Instagram is super powerful. I love it. And you can link your Instagram to post it, repost any of your pictures on Facebook and Twitter too. So that's what I do. Pick frame. Did you ever see those pictures of where there's multiple pictures in a post like this one? You see how I have a big picture of my tree, small picture, small picture. I use that with this app called Instagram or Pick frame. It allows you to pick basically like the collage that you want and then choose the pictures that go in it. So that's a fun one. Sketch. This is a cool one because one thing I want to tell you is if you want a picture to stand out, pointing at like an orange arrow at something or a red arrow with some text will cause it to stand out in the newsfeed. So let me see if I can find one actually on Instagram, just real quick. Oh, here's one. I did it in green. So you see this arrow? That's Sketch. All you have to do is upload the picture. You just, when you're on your phone, it just tells you to pick the picture. And then there's an arrow icon that you can point at things. So I pointed my books back in stock. And then you can type on the picture too, back in stock. Super cool. And then it tells you that you can either share that picture, save it on your camera roll, or post it to Instagram. So in this case, I posted it to Instagram and I told about our book and where people can get it. All right. So that is Sketch. Sketch is fun. Another fun one is Rona. Rona is super fun because this gives like some pretty graphics and kind of decorates the picture or lets you write on it too. So, if you're welcoming a new consultant or distributor or giving a shout out to a customer or, want to type a message to your team, you can do that. Let me see if I have any real quick in Rona for you that I can show you a picture of what it looks like. I hope you appreciate the visuals, guys. I know it's a lot of going back and forth. Oh, I did this one on Rona. So they had these little birds I could post. I mean, you guys, you would think I did this with a graphic designer. I just did it right on Rona, Rhonna. So Rona is a fun one. And then, sorry, let me go back here. Versagram, if you want to type out quotes. Again, remember I said pictures are worth more than a million words. So if you're going to post a quote, why not post it into a picture so people see it? Versagram lets you do that. So does InstaQuote. Okay. So that's a few of my favorite apps. So remember, with social media, the fortune is in the follow-up, guys, is you have people asking you, hey, I've been watching you, want to know what you do. You're not going to send them a bunch of links. No, they need to hear your voice and your excitement. You need to take the conversation offline. Go back into the old school network marketing, right? What they teach you that's tried and true and timeless business practices. And say, I'd love to chat. What's a good time and number to reach you? Or can we meet for coffee and talk to them? If, again, somebody engages and they retweet one of your tweets or they repin one of your pins or they like one of your Instagram pictures or they plus one your Google Plus or they comment on one of your Facebook messages. Remember my tip? Oh, hey, I saw your message to me on Google Plus or I saw you interacted with one of my posts today. I have just been meaning to catch up. How are you? What's new? Ask them about them first. And then you can say, I looked at your profile and I saw that you're in Kansas City and I actually have a business that's building there. Would you mind if I gave you a call? I wanted to just, pick your brain on some things. Perfect excuse to pick up the phone and share more about your business opportunity and your products as well and ask them, who do you know that may be interested in Kansas City? Maybe they're interested. Or maybe they could refer you on to somebody too. I talk more about how to say that and some of the language in my book. So if you haven't picked it up, make sure you do. All right. So you can always, when in doubt, follow me online and stay until the end of the call because I have a little fun thing that we're going to do at the very end that'll help you out in your social media stuff. If you want to follow my personal page on Facebook, I do want to warn you this is a generic training. I do post about my company on my personal page, but we're network marketing professionals. You should not be at all worried about that because, of course, you're in a company, so am I. I'm not going to target or solicit you, but this is where my friends and family follow me and I want them to know what I'm doing. So if you want to just see how I do it, and if you're not my company, that's okay. You can take the ideas of what I'm doing in my business and modify it for yours. You have my permission. Now, if I post an original blog or quote that I have written, you always have to cite the source, you guys. Sometimes it really hurts my feelings when I see people reposting my blog as their blog and they don't give me credit. That's not nice. If you share somebody's blog, you need to share the link you got it from and just say, read this blog and a link for people to go there. Okay. Don't ever steal somebody's intellectual property. That's important. Now, if it's another thing that I'm just saying, hey, these products are great, you can copy and paste that. That's fine. That's not my personal thought or idea. Okay. But you can always get ideas for what I do at facebook.com/fairless.robbins or just search Sarah Fairless Robbins. Fairless is my maiden name. And if you want to follow my generic page where I don't talk about my company or products at all, and I just talk about network marketing and give great training tips, you can share this with your team. I would recommend it's free training for everybody. Facebook.com/Sarah Robbins fan page. Or you can just type in Sarah Robbins, Rockin' Robbins Networking Team. I've got some great things on Twitter, twitter.com/Sarah Robbins1, youtube.com/skincare consultants, Google Plus. You got to just follow that Google Plus, the numbers. I need to create a link to my site. Pinterest is pinterest.com/Sarah Robbins123. And LinkedIn, just search Sarah Robbins 1. Okay. Remember, don't forget, I put a little star there to remind you to watch that video on Pinterest. I think you'll like it. Now, remember this, social media is a way. It's not the only way to power prospect. It's one of at least 10 ways. And once they message you, you have to take the conversation offline. This leads to power prospecting, then rockstar recruiting, effective enrollment, dynamic duplication, and more. So how do you learn how to do that? Get my book, you guys. It became a #1 bestseller on Amazon day one, the very first day it launched. And I have you to thank. We actually sold out our first hour. We were in a back stock situation. We finally have more stock in, and even that is running low. So if you're interested in getting the book, get it tonight. I would highly encourage you to do so. We are just trying to keep up with the demand. We actually did a live signing event too in Florida, our very first one, and we sold out our first hour. It's, a passion project, you guys. What it is basically I took 5 years of everything that I've learned and everything that my mentors taught me and what I've taught to those that I mentor to achieve 6 and 7 figure success in network marketing. It's a simple system that, when implemented in any company, can help you to achieve big success. I recommend that you pick up a copy for every rock star on your team. I mean, the holidays are great. Open up the copy and write inside of it, hey, rock your network marketing business. You rock. Happy holidays. Love so and so, whatever. Personalize it. Put a little card inside. Wrap it up. I mean, books, media, by the way, is super cheap to ship if you have teams from out of state. And in the future, you guys, I encourage you to give this to every new rock star on your team, because I talk about inspirational stories of why you never quit. I share really inspiring stories of network marketing, not about a company. I don't mention any company or product. This is good for any company, any product. Stories that will inspire the heck out of them. It is so basic. And this is the thing, you guys. You're not, when people say, oh, this was just a very simple book. Yes, it's simple. Network marketing should be kept so simple an 8-year-old can do it. That's how you experience duplication. If you make it harder than that, your team is not going to duplicate and grow at the speed or pace that you want it to. It should be simple. This book people can read in a day and they can rock their business. So as you have a new person join you, give them a little welcome card and pop one of these in the mail to them. Buy one for every new rock star on your team and every leader on your team. You can get it at sarahrobbins.com, and you can actually just click on the store button and get it there. But if you want to get it in time for the holiday, make sure you order those now, as many copies as you think you're going to need. You can also find it at amazon.com if you'd like. And then again, just right inside of it, wrap it in a pretty wrapping paper and put it in a nice holiday card and ship it off to your team. Here's the thing. If you're going to give them a gift anyways, why not give a gift that's going to keep on giving to them and you, right? I mean, for $10 or so, you're reinvesting into their future, and they're going to build an awesome team for them. And of course, that benefits you too, right? The gift of knowledge. All right, so here's what I'm going to do next. I want you guys to go to facebook.com/Sarah Robbins fan page. Okay, I'm going to actually show you what I'm going to do. This is super cool because I can do this time. I am going to post right now, Power Hour. All right, watch me do it. So I'm on the Sarah Robbins fan page, or if you search Sarah Robbins, Rockin' Robbins networking team. Now, hopefully it's going to post. Now watch, of course. All right, it is. Okay. So if you go to my post, I said, again, we're on Sarah Robbins, Rockin' Robbins networking team, or Facebook. Let me do this to not confuse you. .com/Sarah Robbins fan page. You can actually go to this post now. We're going to take this live where it says Power Hour. Post your social media questions here this hour. I'm going to answer all of your social media questions live. Okay. So click comment. First of all, give me a like. Tell me you were on. I will know you're on if you liked it. And then go ahead and post your question here. And I'm going to answer as many of them as I can. So go there now, you guys, and let's rock this next hour together. It's been awesome having you on tonight. Remember to always check your policy and procedures for your company before implementing any of this training, and continue to rock on, rock stars. I'll see you on Facebook right now. Head over to the page. Bye, everyone.